Speaking of things that are trending, as the Tokyo Olympics continue, there was a stunning upset for the U.S. gymnastics star Simone Biles. She pulled out of the women's team gymnastics final today after only competing in the vault, saying that she wasn't right mentally. Well, today we are checking in with Lacey Alderson, wellness expert and mental health counselor, to talk about mental health and its importance behind Simone Biles' exit. Lacey, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I think so many of us were completely shocked by this announcement. Why are we surprised when our favorite athletes come forward sharing their mental health struggles?
Our athletes in general, we have on such a high, plane, if you will. They mean everything to us. And to learn that they suffer from mental illness, just like the rest of the population, I think it's staggering for a lot of us to really get our heads around. 35% of the athletic community, it's an estimate, really do struggle with mental health, depression, anxiety, addiction issues. So they're a lot like us in so many other ways.
A lot of these athletes already feel the pressure, but do you think that COVID restrictions are also contributing to this?
I think a lot of us really don't realize that these athletes are used to having their parents in the stands, they're used to having their friends there, and to be able to go through some of these things alone and not have that physical support, a hug, a high five, somebody to basically come home to at the end of your specific trade, it's something that's going to hit them a little bit harder. It's going to be much more of an isolating experience. So yes, I think COVID restrictions absolutely do take a toll.
Do you think these Olympians that we're seeing today are different than the Olympians in the years past?
It's actually a really good question. I think that if you are going to struggle with mental illness and be open about it, 2021 is the best time to do it. There have been so many trailblazers before Simone Biles. We've had Naomi Osaka. We've had Michael Phelps. We've had Ronda Rousey. All these amazing athletes that have been able to come before these Olympians to be able to say, hey, listen, I'm suffering too. I'm struggling, and I'm going to get help.
I wanted to bring up something that's a little off topic, but still in the same realm. Let's talk about Marc-Andre Fleury. A lot of Vegas Golden Knights fans are completely heartbroken today. How do we deal with that? It almost feels like we're losing a member of our family.
Because, Mercedes, we are. Marc-Andre Fleury is literally a part of our family, right? I mean, since October 1, this family's been so special to us, and now we're literally losing them. It feels like mourning. So it's interesting to see the community's response. A lot of people are very angry right now about this decision. They feel blindsided. They feel personally hurt, and those feelings really come from ultimately being disappointed. So I think we have to make some room for that loss, for what lies ahead, and remain hopeful, but definitely be sad, be angry, have the conversations you need to have to make it that you can process this information and process the loss for not only the Knights, but our whole community.
There's a lot to process there. Lacey, thank you so much for your time. You always have such great advice. We appreciate it.
Let's take things